Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Chasing Outdoors. Sorry it's been a while since I've uploaded. I had a lot of stuff going on here lately. I actually just got back from Florida. I had to go down there and work for about 2 weeks. And then prior to that, my boat broke down. So then I had to fix the motor. And then once I fixed the motor, I broke one of my leaf springs. So then I had to get my leaf springs fixed. So it's been chaos. But we are finally out on the water. It is beautiful out here. It's like 86 degrees. There's no wind. And I'm actually going to do something I've never done today. I'm going to actually try and night fish for some crappie. I know people do it. It seems to be a good time to catch them. So I figured what a better time than now to try and catch them. You know, it's really nice. I have nothing to do tonight, nothing to do tomorrow. And I also do have minnows. I usually only do artificial, but I figured why not? Let's see what's better at night, artificials or minnows. So it's still, obviously, as you can tell, it's still daylight. I'm gonna try and find some fish, or at least putt around for a little bit, kind of get everything all set up, just because, like I said, I've never fished at night. I do also have some things to show you guys once it does get dark, to to help us pretty good for our night bite. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get the GoPro on, and I will see you guys to the GoPro, and hopefully we start catching some fish. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to drop down, and as you can tell, I don't have just a regular hook. I kind of screwed up and left those in the truck, and I just don't feel like going back. So we're gonna run it like this, see how it works. I'm kind of gonna tip it right through just his lips for now. Hopefully it's focusing for you guys, but you guys kind of get the gist. So we're just gonna drop it over. Right now we're super shallow. I'm in like 5 foot of water at the moment. Just kind of, like I said, just kind of picking around. I had a few reports that were pretty good right here, so I figured why not give it a shot and see if they're still in shallow or if that's more of a nighttime bite. But I'm gonna be running. Oh, there's one right now. That didn't take long at all. Well, that was spot on. I was trying to do a little intro for you guys, telling you what we're doing, and well, there's old Crappie. Let me know down in the section, even in the comment section, is it Crappie or Crappie? There's a little guy. We're gonna go ahead and get him back. Boom. Only been fishing for, oh, that was the first drop, so a few minutes and already got one. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get another minnow rigged up on this, and I'll drop back down. But so far, live bait's already up one. Haven't even got the artificial down, so, but we're gonna keep it rolling all night here. So I will check back in here in a minute. Alright guys, so remember how I said I wanted to keep you guys on here because it's so fast paced. If something goes on, I wanted you guys to be able to see it. Well, I didn't have the GoPro on, I was on the phone. And I just want you guys to see, hold on, that I just got me, 1 second, a nice saw guy. Now there's a bunch of them in here. I was really hoping to get on some, and we did. However, this one isn't big enough, so I'm going to throw him back. But I'm going to try and keep the GoPro on running the whole time, and if the battery dies, it does, oh well, because I do not want you guys to miss this. We are in 5 foot of water. It is getting hot out, and as it gets dark, I just think it's going to get more and more wild. So you guys stay tuned, be ready for a really good video, and I will explain the tips and tricks that I am doing to catch these late evening and into the nighttime saw guy and big crappie as well. So you guys stay tuned. Alright guys, so as you've seen, I just caught that nice saw guy. Give me 1 sec. I had just caught that nice saw guy, and I caught him just on this little paddle tail, chartreuse head, clear, nice sparkly little paddle tail, 5 foot of water. We're still marking fish. You guys are gonna get a nice bite right here. I just know it. As soon as we drop down, it'd be nice to get on some pretty big saw guy. I definitely would not complain about that. We're in 5 foot of water, so I probably shouldn't be so loud. There's a fish. Oh. That's how shallow we are. I set the hook. If I miss, it comes all the way out of the water. Crappie, crappie. It is just hot, guys. You can't beat this time of the year. When you got crappie that are just this hot, you gotta get at them. You know it's a small guy. We're gonna hit him back. We're gonna drop down and see how many more we can get on. It's not even dark, ladies and gentlemen, and we are already having a great night. I don't know how long we're gonna be able to stay out here at night. I was worried this was gonna happen because there's no wind. There's definitely a lot of bugs, but if the fish are biting, I do not mind dealing with some bugs. Tapped it as soon as it hits the bottom. And I'm fishing really heavy. Like I said, I should probably take these split shot off. There's a good mark on the bottom. I should probably take this split shot off, but it is working, so I'm not going to change anything up. And I did bring a rod strictly just for sawguy. There's a fish. Yes, her loaded. Oh, you just stop on jumping. You're gonna go back. Look at this guy. He is just for no reason. Don't you stick me. There we go. Oh, the bugs are getting bad out here. That's for sure. Look at that. We're gonna go ahead and get him undone, throw him back in. And that is on a red and white soft plastic. Might end up keeping this poor guy. He has it down his throat. There we go. See if we swims off. If not, we will keep him. There he goes. Swims right back down to the bottom. They are busting. We are going to get back down. You know, and that is what I like about soft plastics. Of course, you can catch them on minnows, and sometimes you have to. But if you don't have to use minnows, why use minnows? Every time you catch a fish, it almost always takes your minnow. But with an artificial, it doesn't. But as I was saying, I don't know if I actually got it all out before I got bit. I did bring a rod strictly for sawguy. Look at this little guy. Where's your great-great-grandpappy, little guy? Look at that, just one after another. He's a little baby guy. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm not gonna keep boring you. Sorry about the crotch shot, but I'm not gonna keep boring you with a lot of these, but I'd like, you know, you guys to see me catch some. But it's just that simple. You know, water is 71 degrees, and these crappie are moving up to spawn. Some are already spawning. You don't have to be deep. This is a favorite time. I could probably, and I'm probably going to once it gets dark, is throw a minnow on with a bobber. And who doesn't like bobber fishing? It's what we all started with as a kid. And they're biting it. This is the best time to get to your neighborhood ponds that have them, or lakes, or reservoirs, whatever it may be that has your crappie, and just get on them. Oh, you guys are pulling it up. But I'm using, I'm only using 6-pound test. This is like an 11-foot rod. It's a lose, but anything will work as long as you have the color or the scent that they want. You can catch them. But I'm not gonna keep boring you guys through talking, so I will see you guys when I catch something interesting, or when it gets dark, or if the bite starts getting hot again. Well guys, while I was messing with my saw guy rod, I looked over, my other rod's about to freaking fly out of the boat, red and white again. We got us another saw guy. This is not a saw guy. I've heard these things get called a lot. They're definitely not a saw guy. This is a crappie. But just look at how beautiful that crappie is. We can go ahead and get him back. Boom. Oh, hope you guys just caught that. I was turning the camera on to give you guys a little update because it's getting darker. And set the hook there really high. And I say high, and I'm only in, I'm gonna start whispering, it's getting dark. I'm in 5 foot of water. And they just hit the top hook. So, and I wasn't even on the bottom. I don't know how good the light is, but I do have lights I will be turning on. That was a nice one. And they're busting everywhere. I was just getting ready to put a minnow on because they kind of slowed down on the bite. Look at that. Yes, sir. Oh, caught the camera. Let me get this light on for you guys. Let me see. Can you guys see that one pretty good for now? I'll get the light all set up here in a second and show you. But there's another one. I will take it. Alright guys, I do kind of apologize for having a green face. But I just want to show you the setup that I'm using. And I know before you guys get in the comments, well, the green lights are supposed to be on the outside. Well, for one, I like green lights. I also like lights in my boat. So I put them on the inside. I'm going to buy green lights, but I also have a lantern hanging off the side. And I can tell you right now already, just by looking at the fish finder, that it's bringing all these fish up off the bottom, which is what it's supposed to do. It's also bringing the bugs, but hey, they're not biting me, so I'll take it. There's definitely big marks coming in now, so I'm probably going to use live bait, see if I can get on some saw guy. Yes, I am whispering, but I do want to show you guys the setup that I'm using. So, green light there and there, which is still shining into the water. And I got a lantern, and I even brought rope so I can always dangle it more if I need to. But it's lighting up the water, which is what you want to do for nighttime. Now, as you guys can see, if it will focus, we're in 5 foot of water. It's 70 degrees. And all this stuff right there on the bottom is all fish. None of that was there. There's fish busting around me. So, there's even marks, see, up high. It's drawing them up. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and drop back down. I'm going to have the GoPro rolling for a little bit and see exactly just what we can get figured out. There is a cove behind me, as you guys can see back there somewhere. I'm sure you've seen it. But that's where my buddy did good the other day. So I'll try a little bit out, and I can always creep in. That's where he got a lot of the saw guy. But we're going to give it a whirl and see how it goes. So hopefully you guys are entertained by this, and hopefully it produces well. Like I said, I do have a green face, so, you know, it is what it is. That's what happens. But let's see if I can get something figured out here so I can teach you guys how to catch crappie at night if you don't know how. Alright guys, so it has been a little while. I ended up moving spots. Going over to a spot that I have fished before in the daytime and I do really good. But it's been pretty slow. I do apologize, like I said, about the light. I'm still trying to get this all down, but we do get us a crappie. Actually, I can do this for you guys right here. Boom, crappie. Crappie at night. Screen is full. That hit on a minnow, artificial down. We're gonna go ahead and release him. Artificial has got smacked a few times, but nothing has taken it. So, definitely know what I need to change for lighting aspects, that is for sure. I already discovered that. But, there's a lot of fish marking right at 5 foot, and I think the key is literally getting it right in front of them. So I think I need to just work on figuring out my perfect depth, and I think we'll be good after that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get another minnow rigged up and drop back down to the bottom and see if we can get us another one. Also, guys, don't forget your minnow nets. I did. My hand has now became the minnow net, and it's determined to be pretty more difficult than I expected. I guess I should try and say. I figured, it wouldn't be that hard to catch a minnow, right? They can't go far. Oh, but they can. Also, I don't know if it matters yet, but I am hooking them right in their spine. Let me see if I can get this camera to pick it up. But I'm hooking them right through their spine so that they can, right around their spine area, I should say. So they can still swim around. We're gonna drop back down and see if we can get another one. If they are only biting live bait, because I don't really have setups on my rods to see the tips, I may just go from one rod, or from 2 rods to 1, and just run live bait tonight. And I will be back out here in the morning time, where I know it's a lot easier, for 1, to see my rod, and 2, it seems to be easier to catch the fish. Excuse me. But it seems to be easier to catch the fish, so then I'll be able to actually do a live bait versus artificial to see which one seems to be working better. But we're gonna just keep fishing and see if I got something figured out, or if that was just a lucky catch. You guys stay tuned and let's see if we can get on them. Well guys, I literally just pushed stop recording, and I look over and my rod is just doing a dangle, and I mean, this is the artificial, and I don't know if the camera will even pick that up, but this bad boy is just, let's see, look, just down his throat. We're gonna go ahead and get him unhooked and released and get back down, and now it's artificial and live bait 1v1 right now. They both got 1 at night. We're marking fish. I'm not gonna waste any time. We're gonna get him released, get back down, and I will see you guys here in a second. Oh, there's one on the artificial. Even though it is a tiny, and he just popped off right in the boat. Wow. I mean, when I say tiny, I mean, that's tiny. Get him back in. No wonder why he ate the artificial. He couldn't bite the live bait if he wanted to. But definitely looks like we got something stirred up. There's a lot of fish marked on the screen. And just like that, boys and girls, we got us another slab. A little slabberdoodle. We're gonna keep this one and maybe just one or two more. I got like 3 in there now, and well, I have a taste for crappie. So after this crappie just slimed my camera, I think it's only fair that it get eaten. I think that's fair. Don't you guys think that's fair? I think it's fair. So he's gonna get eaten. And on top of that, he swallowed my whole litter. Now I gotta get a new one. So it's only fair. So trying to not make this video too long. It's probably already long enough. So I'm probably going to keep the camera off for good this time, unless I just get on an absolute school, then of course I gotta just throw that in. But if not, I will see you guys back at home. We're going to do the catch and cook. Alright guys, so I want to apologize by not doing an outro. Once I got back to the boat, well, to the truck, but it is currently 2:30 a.m. so I'm pretty beat. Fished all night and didn't really get on too many once it got dark. Picked up a few that you guys seen on the GoPro, and then after that it died. I ended up catching like one more saw guy, but I'm heading back out in the morning. I'll be going out with my dad, so I know morning time has been a whole lot better than night, but I was really excited to try and get out at nighttime, so it is what it is. However, I am going to move the catch, the cleaning and the cooking and whatnot. Like I said, I'm sorry guys, I'm really tired. But I'm going to move that into the next video, which will be tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, because I will have that video as well. And then, because I don't have that many to clean and cook anyways at this point. So I know tomorrow we'll definitely get on them. And I'll have more to clean. Show you guys the way that I clean them in different recipes that I use to cook. So just stay tuned for the following video that will be after this one, and that will have the cleaning and cooking it mixed in with it. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off out of here. Go get some rest for about 4 hours, not even like 3 hours, 3.5.